Thank you all for joining us today. I'm Nisal Ariyaratne, a co-host of the Buddhist Embassy's Teaching Buddhism in the Language of the Modern World series. Our vision is bridging ancient wisdom with today's realities. In order to teach Buddhism in the language of the modern world, we envision a vibrant national platform that honors Buddhism's rich contributions to Canada while making its timeless teachings accessible and relevant to contemporary life. In our digital age, ancient wisdom must speak in modern language. Our vision embraces digital Dharma, unity through diversity, accessible wisdom, and cultural bridge building. This is a living tradition where 2,500-year-old teachings meet neuroscience, meditation addresses mental health crises, and the Buddha's message of interdependence speaks to our interconnected digital age. Together, we're building a community where ancient wisdom and modern reality unite as one path toward collective awakening and compassionate action in the 21st century in Canada. Our mission is simple. The Buddhist Embassy serves as a unifying platform connecting ancient Buddhist wisdom with modern Canadian life, making the teachings accessible, relevant, and transformative for everyone. We strive to establish national recognition of Buddhism's profound contributions to Canadian society by creating Buddhist Heritage Month, which celebrates the spiritual, cultural, and historical impact of Buddhist communities across Canada. I would like to introduce our guest speaker today, Bhante Pusselle Vineetha, who is a Buddhist monk, educator, and teacher that currently resides at the Buddhist Maha Vihara in Malaysia, where he serves the Sangha and chairs the Dhamma with students and practitioners.
The Buddhist Embassy, the online Buddhist Vihara, guided by Mr. Ariyaratne. I think few years ago, during the time of the COVID-19, I was invited to do a guest lecture there. As we are living in a technologically advanced society, Buddhism, the history has gone to witness so many years, more than 2,500 years. It has originated in Asia, in India, and it has gone to the world right now. In the world, people know what is Buddhism. What is Buddhism? The Buddhism is the teachings by the Gautama Buddha. In terms of Sila, Samadhi, and Panya, we can understand the control way, systematic way of use of the technology. And also another term in Pali, we have Yutta and Ayutta. Yutta means the appropriate way. Ayutta means the inappropriate way, improper way. So we know what to do, what not to do, what is good, what is not good. We know that one. When we use the technology, we know how to use, what kind of purposes we have, whether it is used to do this one, whether it is not used to do those things. We know Yutta and Ayutta, appropriate things and inappropriate use. Appropriate use and inappropriate use, or proper use or improper use. If not, we can say evil use and meritorious use. That is two types. Yoniso manasikara and ayoniso manasikara. Yoniso manasikara means the wise use. Ayoniso manasikara means the unwise use. And also you have to control your indriya or senses if you use technology. If that way, within an ethical framework, if you use technology as a vehicle to transport our message or practices or practice something, that would be the noble way of the using technology in Buddhism. I think you understood the meaning of the technology, use of the technology, and our Buddhist perspectives also.
Thank you, Bhante Vineetha, for an enlightening discussion about all your ideas. So now I have some questions I would like to ask. The first question is, as human civilization has moved from the rural societies to the digital age, how has Buddhism evolved to remain relevant? And more specifically, so how have modern interpretations such as secular Buddhism changed the way we view traditional concepts like karma and rebirth?
Thank you for your questions. You think our human society has a great history. When we travel through the continents, we cannot say this is the history, this part we cannot limit. Our human civilization has been transformed from agrarian culture and rural societies to highly urbanized societies at present. So it is driven by technologically and digitally. So it connects all the cultures, all the religions, all the humans around the world at present. So uh, when we have such kind of background, uh, urbanized in background at present time, if you call that is a village, but all the villages got the urban features, urbanized materials. So, in such a society, when we think of the Buddhism, we have to understand how to adopt Buddhism in order to practice, how to remain a meaningful practice to the contemporary audiences, contemporary society. So, when we think of that, remember the Buddha's doctrine is akalika. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandittiko Akaliko. So, the doctrine has not a limited time. It is good for all the times. So, the core teachings of the Buddha, we call the Dhamma, remain unchanged always everywhere. You think from in terms of human civilization, today we are at this level, but when we go back to the human civilization 10 years ago, we think we don't have many facilities. 20 years ago, for an example, when I got ordained as a novice monk at the age of 12, mobile phones we didn't see. We didn't have the mobile phones, and also we had the system of telegram. So we go to the post office and send a message through telegrams to invite monks and ask them to come. But at present society, if we need to invite monks to come to our temple and attend the Dharana ceremony or whatever religious functions, we just text through the WhatsApp or we take a call. So we need to give the message through a practice which is not harm, but the message we need to ask them to come and join us. That is the message, the way we use. Earlier we used the telegram system, but today we use mobile phones. In the same manner, when we go for a civilized or urbanized society, with the times people try to adopt Buddha's teachings according to their capacity and understand the teachings. So remember, at all the time, Buddha's teachings remain unchanged. Earlier, when you think of the previous society, agrarian societies, rural societies, Buddhism also, the religious practices based on the village system, monastic and lay societies. So we have to obey to the people, powerful people in the village, and the village leader would be the chief reverend in Sri Lanka, in village monks. And you see how it has become so difficult. But today's society, individualistic and psychologically oriented society. So many modern practitioners began to seek many reinterpretations of the Buddhism to suit their views because of the rise of secular education, psychology, and everyday urban life. These are the moments that we need to seek a reform or reinterpretations of the Buddhism. But even though we materially develop the world, even though we live in a modern society, remember Buddha's teachings, core teachings are timeless, akalika, so it can be applied anywhere at any time at in their correct form. So think people have many things to understand. People think about the rebirth. People think about the karma. In this sense, people try to understand Buddhism, and they think they try to interpret the teachings in their own way. They go through the technological devices and learn something and try to interpret. You think whether the information is correct. I have the experiences. I have used some different technological devices, apps, AI tools to learn the Buddhism, but when I refer to the text says something else. The tools gives the something else. So even though we have ideas that is productive, we can save the time. No need to go to the temple or learn. No need to attend the classes. We can easily do, and we can easily access to those background. We can think time saving. There are advantages and disadvantages. So if we talk about modern ideas, productivity, mental health, and self-care, so we have to talk about the advantages and disadvantages separately. So that's a separate matter that we can discuss with reference to lots of examples. So 100% not sure. We can have the misinterpretations also. Misinterpretations also at present time. Remember, these explanations, even though you can have an easy accessible to all the AI tools, remember these things are powered by humans. Humans can have misinterpretation.